I guess we didn't really see a whole lot of face there. But I'm pretty sure that's Ota's mom's knife that he gave her. I'm pretty sure it is.
What were you thinking? You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. Any longer and you risk getting your mind completely taken over by the subject.
I know.
No, you clearly don't. This isn't just about you, Date. If your consciousness erodes inside of Somnium, you put the subject in danger as well.
If I may? Fortunately, there were no abnormalities detected in the brainwaves after the sync. Date and Ota both read normal. Although, the timing was really close.
What was I supposed to do? You saw it, boss. You too, Pewter. I was about to see the culprit's face.
Not necessarily. We need to verify that Ota did in fact see the culprit's face. That's the only way it could have ended up in his Somnium.
Well, Ota?
Huh?
You saw the killer's face at the warehouse, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see their face. If I did, I would have told you guys already.
You see?
I mean, I did try to get a look at them when the polar bear fell over. They looked like they were knocked out, so I tried to grab the head part.
I feel like if we take the other route, we'll actually be able to see the killer's face. Maybe.
But as soon as I did, I got stabbed in my gut.
That is what we witnessed in his Somnium.
Yeah.
Sorry about almost endangering your life, Ota.
It's all right. As I mentioned earlier, both your brainwaves are normal. However, I'm sure there was some overload. You should go home and get some rest.
Wonder if there's anything in here for me. Wait, stuffed with mushrooms?
Date, look! That haunted girl is crawling out of the well. Well, why not give knife hunting a whirl?
Are you glitching out or something?
I wish I could climb up on that table and fly around the world on it with Tessa.
What kind of fantasy is that?
I've been watching you forever and ever.
Hey, did you hear something just now?
I did not. Perhaps you're imagining it.
Might be a chair we can look at, yeah. I think that's mostly it.
I know it was dangerous to sink past the time limit. That was my fault, and I'm sorry.
Are you really sorry?
Yes.
Then you owe me some Dom P at my favorite club in Kabukicho. Or, you can lick my shoes. Either or.
I vowed to never apologize for anything ever again.
Ota, let me ask you something. When you were fighting the polar bear back at the warehouse, did the crane hook get stuck on the polar bear's leg?
Now that you mention it, maybe it did.
Maybe?
It's like I told you. I don't really remember much. With all the tension and excitement and fear and adrenaline, my mind just went blank. But now that we're talking about it, I remember. Yeah, no doubt about it. the crane hook got stuck on the polar bear's left leg.
That might actually be an important clue then.
And then, when the hook got pulled out, blood sprayed all over.
Date, I checked all of the hospitals in the metropolitan area. None have a record of a patient admitted after 3 a.m. with a wound to the left leg.
Well, of course they wouldn't. They wouldn't go to the hospital. That would be far too incriminating.
If what I saw in Somnium is how it happened in real life, that was a deep wound. He definitely would have needed first aid.
Perhaps a friend or accomplice helped them.
You think there are multiple killers?
That is not what I said. They may have helped the culprit, but not necessarily been involved in the crimes.
I relayed the information to Boss and Pewter. Oh, okay. Why are you holding the knife?
Because I was scared.
Scared?
The killer could come here to finish the job.
But you didn't get a good look at their face, right?
But they don't know that. I had it prepared just in case. You know what I'm talking about, right, Date? Preparing in advance in case you might need it. Like making sure your room is nice and clean before you go to a party. Oh, sorry. You probably don't have any experience with that.
Wow.
I have more experience than you.
So we know that the culprit has a deep wound on their left leg. That information could be crucial in catching them.
Date, get out there. Look for people with an injured left leg.
How exactly?
Can't you just go ask around or something?
Are you serious? Do you know how many people live in this city?
Ooh, it's getting wiggly.
What?
Date, what is the matter?
I got too much brain time in the sync machine.
Date!
Are you alright?
I really think it'd be helpful if we had just like a little Bluetooth speaker so that Iva could talk and, be like, yeah, this is weird. I've been standing here for hours, watching you.
Hey, this is...
Oh, you're alive.
Suki? What happened?
You drank too much at the club and passed out.
Liar. I remember everything until I collapsed in the control room.
You did something dangerous during the sink last night, didn't you? Your brain got overloaded and you passed out. That's what Pewter and Boss said.
You met them?
They brought you over. They said to let you sleep it off because you were tired from the investigation.
Time to look at everything again. Doesn't look like we're gonna have anything to do here. Whoa. Oh, double tapping right will kind of like bring you back to center. Or, sorry, right click. That's interesting. So I can just be like... like that.
I'm off today.
Why? Today is Tuesday, you should have school.
You really can be an insensitive jerk, can't you? Taking the day off for mourning.
I see.
probably went back to the hospital.
Boss told Mizuki about Ota being synced. And about what happened at the cold storage warehouse.
Why did she tell her all that?
Mizuki was asking about the status of the investigation. The girl has lost both her parents. I am sure Boss felt that she deserved to know.
Oh, Date's brain is rotting away. He won't last long now. You should probably prepare for a funeral soon.
So they told you I'm completely fine, huh?
I detect no noticeable damage to your brain. You should not have any issue continuing the investigation.
Alright, see you later, Mizuki.
Hey, will you take me with you?
I told you yesterday,
Nope.
Mizuki. I won't put you in danger like that.
But you're close to catching the culprit, right? The killer has an injury on their left leg. Boss said you need to find them. Let me help you.
No, you stay here.
Date, don't you know how I feel? My parents are dead. I saw their bodies with my own eyes. If I don't do something, I'm going to go crazy. Date, please.
Come on, we gotta bring Mizuki with us. She's funnier than you are, Date.
Date, consider Mizuki's feelings. She is lonely. Mizuki has not been with Renju and Shoko for 4 years. But clearly, she still feels a bond to them. A bond that was broken by the murderer. With her parents gone, Mizuki has almost no one. She can only depend on one person now. You know to whom I am referring.
Yay. I was hoping so.
Fine, let's go.
You're gonna take me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Date.
I gotta grab the towel from the sink and tossed it at Mizuki.
Here, wipe your tears. We're heading out.
Mizuki quickly dabbed her eyes with the towel and smiled weakly.
Date, I must admit I am at a disadvantage. The clue that the culprit is injured on their left leg does not help me narrow down suspects significantly.
We need to revisit the scene. It's possible that we might find the culprit at one of the crime scenes.
Or ask around the city for further information.
Alright. Guess we're ready to go. Oh, and we got a lot of places to go to. Have you guys seen anybody limping? Potentially? Or like, you know, not walking very well? I don't know what we're going to find at Bloom Park. Kind of investigated it pretty thoroughly already, although... Did we already find the cell phone in the horse's mouth? I feel like that's maybe something we did with Iris at some point, but maybe that was on the other path.
I remember
so to
telling you
speak.
before. That Bloom Park is an important part of my memories. Before it shut down, I came here a lot with Daddy and Mom. They fought a lot. But sometimes they got along. Whenever we were here, it was one of those sometimes days. I remember it clearly. I was just a little girl, but it was so rare to see them laughing together. That's why I remember it so well. I remember riding the merry-go-round like this. Mom was standing right next to me. She was holding me, so I wouldn't fall.
Alright, we're gonna start looking around a bit. No looking inside the horse this time? I still really like this music. I was listening to it the other day. And, you know, it's really good. I like this track in particular a lot, but all of the music so far has been pretty, if not necessarily, you know, like, deeply insightful or interesting music. It's at least been, it fits very well to the theme of what it's trying to do, you know?
Other than last Friday? Nope, I haven't. This place has been off limits for almost a decade. Even if it wasn't, I don't think I would want to come back here.
Why is that?
How can I explain it? I guess I just wanted to keep that memory beautiful. I didn't want to ruin it or replace it with another. But in the end, it was replaced with the worst memory possible. I couldn't get on many of them because I was so little. But I did ride the Ferris wheel. And the panda ride. They're kinda tame now, but at the time they were really fun. I was having so much fun, it felt wrong. Like it was too good to be true. Daddy was on the outside taking pictures of me and Mom. He was on the other side of the fence with an old camera. Every time we passed in front of him, Mom and I would wave our hands. We sound like a happy family, huh?
He must have gotten good pictures.
No, actually. We tried developing them at the park, but they came out all blurry and out of focus. But Mom wasn't mad or upset or anything. She just started laughing. That might have been the first and last time the three of us laughed out loud together.
Well, that sounds sad. Let's say nothing to that. I don't really know what to say to that. I didn't say anything as Mizuki climbed down from the horse. She sounds like she's had a hard life, you know? And that's not even including the whole parents murdered thing, that's just a recent thing. Then she asked me something strange.
Hey, Date. How do you define family?
Define it? You mean like being blood related?
That would mean you and I could never be family. Well, I guess that's okay.
It's okay.
This is what I think. A family is a perfectly ordinary relationship in the most ordinary way.
Huh?
Like, you say, I'm home, and you get a welcome home back. Doing those ordinary things automatically, without even thinking about it, is what a family is. That's why maybe me and Mom and Daddy weren't able to be a family. Our whole lives, we never could be ordinary. Even if I tried my hardest to be normal, it would just be awkward. Eventually, I got tired of trying. I killed them.
What?
I killed Mom and Daddy.
Like literally or like figuratively?
I was never a good girl. I didn't listen to Mom. I couldn't do ordinary things. That's why Mom hit me. And why Mom and Daddy didn't get along. And why they got divorced. Then Mom had to start working. And start doing business with dangerous people. If I was just a good girl, Mom wouldn't have been killed. All of this, is all my fault.
I mean, she could have gotten a different job. She didn't have to, like, you know, do dark dealings with the Mafia and such. Or the Yakuza or whatever.
Why me?
Hey, haven't you had enough?
Why me?
I'm not married, so take this with a grain of salt, but it's not just you, right? Doesn't every family have a tough time raising children?
Our child is abnormal.
Abnormal?
Ever since she was a baby. No child should cry at night as much as she did. No child should dislike buggy rides that much. No child should ask to be picked up and hugged all the time.
I'm pretty sure that's what children are like, actually.
She's still abnormal even now. Other children would have learned to clean up after themselves by now. They would be studying, going to bed on time, waking up on time. Yet why is my little girl?
She sounds like a normal kid to me. Maybe the problem isn't with Mizuki. Maybe it's you.
I'm doing more than anyone! Our child is stupid, brain dead, abnormal!
Date, honey, you can't work her up like that.
Yeah, I feel like you're just a terrible person, to be honest. Like, your kid's a little bit weird, but I think all kids are. Yeah, scold her for me.
Hey, Shoko, no. There, I scolded her.
Good one.
I think she's loaded. Let her get this off her chest.
Is that Mama again? I guess she's not going to talk to me about the menus and such. Probably not.
You sure you aren't drinking too much, honey? If you pass out, there's no way I can control her.
Sleeping at home, not knowing that her mother is crying her eyes out because of her.
All right.
I quit my job for that girl. I threw away the career that I built with my own hands. I raised my child at the expense of my own life. But one little slap.
Are you hitting your kid?
There's nothing I can do. I have no choice. I know you should never raise your hand to a child. I know that. But I have a good reason. She doesn't listen to me, so what else am I supposed to do?
I guess you're right. Let's just continue hitting children. That's the only option.
What the hell do you mean, what am I supposed to do? That's no reason to hit a child.
So of course she starts crying. And it's so irritating that I have to hit her again to get her to stop. And Mizuki cries and cries some more. Why are you crying? If you're gonna cry, why didn't you just listen to me in the first place? Then I wouldn't have to hit you. Stupid Mizuki. Stupid girl. It's not my fault. Everything is her fault.
Yep, I guess you're right. That sounds like a good reason to hit
Renju
kids.
about this?
I'm trying. I'm trying harder than anyone. Why doesn't anyone see that? Why doesn't anyone understand?
Date.
Yeah, I'll talk to Renju about this.
It was my misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
I thought that mothers love their children unconditionally. But some mothers just can't do that. Well, no. Maybe she does love her. But she has a hard time of it. Shoko was never hugged by her mother. Not because her mother wasn't around. She was raised to never develop a sensitivity to affection. No hugs, no piggyback rides, nothing. Maybe that's why she doesn't know how to love Mizuki. When an animal raised in captivity gives birth, sometimes it just doesn't know how to raise its young. It's just like that.
Did you lose weight?
I'm not going to let you set up a joke. Listen to Ren's story.
What about the refrigerator? Okay.
Why are you asking me about raising a child,
Yeah, good point.
Really? You're not even going to say, "Oh no, Mama, you'd be a great mother." When you two are done talking, that's when I'll close up.
Sorry about this. But that doesn't mean she's blameless in all this. Someone has to put a stop to it.
If I could have, I would have done it a long time ago.
What about counseling?
I did recommend that. She told me, I'm not sick. Why should I go see a doctor? Mizuki is the problem. Mizuki is the sick one. No, Mizuki would never leave Shoko. She wouldn't hear of it. Mizuki and Shoko are practically attached at the hip.
Even with all of the hitting?
Yes. Even if she's abused on a daily basis, even if she's treated like garbage... Maybe. Mizuki is hungry for love. She craves praise and attention and physical affection. She wants it from her mother. That's why she's so attached.
I like that Mom is always polishing a bonito flake. Like, always.
I have a company now.
Lemniscate.
And we're at a crucial stage of development. I can't take even a single second out of my day to deal with a kid.
Maybe you should have thought about that before you had a kid.
Hey, that's your daughter you're talking about. Maybe because you two can't cooperate on raising a child, Shoko is having trouble coping.
That might be it. Maybe this is partially my fault.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say it. You two are both awful parents. I knew about the whole thing. That's why 4 years ago, I decided to start taking care of Mizuki. Mizuki, you did nothing wrong. Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. Not one single thing was your fault.
I mean, you could have probably cried a little bit less, but that's about it. Yeah, but we're not going to give her a hug. Screw that. No affection here. Remember this shrine? We had a cool training montage here.
Huh? Why are we at the shrine? Did you come here to pray that you find the criminal?
No, I don't believe in God.
Wow, how edgy teen of you.
And don't call me a teen. You're 12.
Well, you said that you got the shoulders of a 40-year-old.
That's not even remotely similar.
So why are we really here?
I sometimes come here when an investigation stalls. It helps me think. Sometimes I even solve the case from here. This is a quiet, peaceful little spot in the middle of a violent city. It's calming. It keeps all of the bad thoughts away.
Didn't expect you to be such a poet.
You could at least call me a romantic.
Same thing.
They're not at all the same thing. It's the difference between someone who's frugal and someone who's cheap.
You're stubborn about weirdly specific things.
And talk about the belly button washing station? I remember telling Mizuki that a Chozuya was for washing your belly button. Does she still believe that?
Mr. Bell?
Mrs. Bell.
I see you two are getting along well.
Huh. That was a good one. There's like 1 pixel that I think there's, you can see like the... Oh, there's that, yeah. Okay, cool.
Hey, Mizuki. Do you think you could fit your hand into the box there?
Hey, Date! Are you really a cop?
Stone monument. There's something engraved here, but I can't read it.
What does it say?
When riding on a train, people on opposite sides of the car doors shouldn't stare at each other. That's what it says.
That is definitely a lie.
I don't think she remembers. Hey, look, the irises. Or the winter irises, or whatever they were.
Coming here reminds me of when I trained you.
Yeah. It's been a while since we came here last.
I have nothing more to teach you. Let us see the results of your training.
Leave it to me!
It's really foggy and smoggy over here.
Begin!
How's that?
Well, this is on you.
Hey! What are you two doing?
Mizuki! Run for it!
Wait for me!
By the way, whatever happened to those kids who bullied you?
Oh, I snapped their necks. They're dead now.
Oh, did I not tell you?
No, you haven't said anything about it. I didn't want to pry.
They stopped bugging me as soon as I threatened to fight back. They targeted some other kids instead. They did terrible things. So I broke all their front teeth.
Good one, Mizuki.
Jeez.
Hey, since we're here, let's go into the shrine.
I told you, I don't believe in that stuff.
Come on, come on! What did you ask for?
To leave this boring place as soon as possible. And you?
You're the one that came here.
It's a secret.
I wish for my parents to not be dead.
When you tell people your wish, it won't come true.
Then why did you ask me?
Because if your dream doesn't come true, mine is more likely to.
You're more crooked than a hernia.
Huh? Anyway, where to next?
Guess that's us done. Did we learn much here? I guess we learned a little bit more about her training, but not that much. She broke the kid's front teeth. That's true.